Well, hello, Kingston. Welcome back to another Napoleonic Total War 3 battle. Today we have a glorious 4v4, and as you can see, the Prussians are marching in some rather epic-looking formations here. Man, look at that. It just... it looks amazing. Yeah, this is a 4v4, I believe, sent in by Le Sheng. Maybe not. My brain is not what it used to be. Everything melds together, all the replays I get sent. Not saying that I don't like the replays. I love getting all the replays from you guys. Try to catch up on them. But yeah, this is a 4v4. As I said, you can see there's a 9-point Russia-Austria, a 9-point Prussia, a 7-point Austria, and then a 9-point UK-Portugal. Now, they're going to be going up against the French. Looks like one of them is, I know one of them is a France-Italy. One of them is like a France-Bavaria, I do believe. And then two other French armies, which, quite honestly, it's kind of hard to tell. It doesn't look like Napoleon is in this one. Maybe Napoleon is here. Nope. I don't know which general this is. I'm going to fast forward, actually. This has started pretty far. But anyway, this is on a very cool map. Actually, I played this map recently myself. It can be a very fun map. This hill, there's two great hills here. Let me zoom in so you can kind of see the perspective here. Two great hills that usually have can have a really cool line fight raging, as well as a forest here. You can march around it or through it, and that can make things a little rough, especially if you don't deploy in the area and you're deploying in the other side. Obviously, another one-pointer over here that could be a source of contention. Yeah. So, obviously we have cavalry already pushing up. Looks like the armies are going to be focusing on this two-pointer quite immediately. We are seeing some French chasseurs cheval who are going to be doing some scouting here. And some Cossacks, Kazakis, some Lancers from Russia, as well as some Hussars. Very nice looking, like the black uniforms. And then, of course, more Kazakis. So they're doing some scouting. We have some Prussian cavalry pushing up here, some Landwehr, Ulanen, as well as some Dragoons. And, of course, we have... Oh, is this like a Suvorov? Austria Suvorov, I think. Yeah, let me hit play here. I think this is a mixture of Russian and Austrian forces, if I'm not mistaken here. I don't know if they brought anything but the Russians, but I think they have the ability to bring Suvorov infantry. They did not, but that's definitely half of a Suvorov army. And of course, artillery way in the back here. Howitzers gonna unleash hell at some point here. But yeah, you can see the cavalry is definitely establishing a lot of numbers here. Now, it may not be the greatest quality, but numbers can sometimes scare off the French. And as you can see, the French are falling back. Their dragoons, they probably don't want to take it. Now, they do have infantry advancing. Like I said, I think this is France-Italy, based on the striped pants. More line infantry in the back, and they are going to try to get up here. We'll see who takes this LOC first. Let's see what troops are in front here. Oh, it's the Guard. I love the Guard. It's my favorite unit, probably, uniform-wise and everything else. They just look so grand with the red cuff. The red and gold cuffs with the green, white and gold and red. It's just the perfect combination. Looks like they have some more. Just such a good look. You can't go wrong. And then, of course, I mean, there's a bunch of musketeers and that sort of thing going with them. I mean, these guys look pretty good too, but, you know, they don't got the cool hats like the Guard do. You can see the difference. The gold top. Anyway, enough about gushing about the uniforms. France is actually getting very close here. They may actually charge in, maybe. Get really aggressive and take this LOC. I'm not sure if he's going to or not. He is definitely setting up in a line of battle. Maybe potentially take some shots at the enemy cav who is sitting here. It does look to be a lot of cav up here. I mean, Prussia is advancing. You can see here, it looks like actually Austria going down this road. They're taking the right flank, and the UK going on the left flank. So they seem to be communicating pretty well here about who's going where. Coldstream Guards. All right, so France is going to be hitting some of the elites of the UK. Coldstream Guards, Scots. I saw some Scots foot guard as well. Let's see what they have up here. The King's German Legion. All right, so they have some good quality line infantry, not tons and tons of it, but they got some of the best troops you can possibly have here. Now, France has set up. They also look like they have troops on the flank. I don't know if this is probably one French army who is going to be trying to hold the top of this hill against probably a couple of the coalition. We will see how it develops over time. Oh yeah, France is gonna be hit pretty hard. Looks like Russia is gonna push up their guard and musketeers. And if you notice, Russia doesn't have the largest army. They do have the Cavalry Guard. Oh, I love the Cavalry Guard. Very nice. This stuff will crush regiments. The regiment crusher, as you may call it. Look very nice. They look like they're ready to seal someone's fate. But Russia, if you see, is actually not bringing a ton of troops here. They have really good quality, and they have some cavalry.
We've taken the buildings up.
Do they send the... Who do they send in here? They sent the guard in just in case France does try anything. We do have the UK pushing up on France, Bavaria. So the UK are going to be pushing up here. They have squarables. France pushing up cavalry on this side. Russia, like I said, though, guys, not bringing a lot. They have some Austrian line infantry right here. Looks like they have a total of 6 line infantry. And then 3 cav. 3 cav? Is that right? I think that's right. 3 cav. So like I said, elite small army. And of course their general, they got Constantine. Ooh, he was expensive, I bet. Guarantee. Oh, there's another one you have over here. So maybe 4. 5. Here's another guard. They have more. Oh, wow. Some just cheesing out here on these uniforms that the Russians have. They have some glorious looking light infantry. They can form square. They have some Kazakhs defending them. So he is kind of protecting this side, maybe making the French think that he is more places than he is. But for now, he's shifting more cavalry over here. Russia is advancing. They are going to take up, looks like, this center position. Russia is pushing up here. They probably be the first to engage. He's sending up his good quality line infantry. And they are going to probably make the first advance or defense. Getting into formation. They're telling their men to fall in. A solid group of guys here. France just waiting. I don't think they want to really do a whole lot. They do not look as organized. Look at this. There's guys leaning on their muskets. So undisciplined. I hear a volley here. Oh, so Russia getting the first volley here. And they are going to push up. Is France going to answer with a volley? We will see. Things are looking a little spicy here. Oh, do we have cavalry engaging over here? Just, yeah, there's some cav getting scared off. Looks like we're gonna have our first volley potentially. Skirmishers firing, Prussian skirmishers. We have the French side, got some heavies and some dragoons, as well as some chasseurs cheval. Russia is pushing up. Artillery is firing. We have Russia pushing up here. Looks like France may actually get the first shots off as they're going to attack. Yep, they're going to shoot here and take out some of the Russians. They definitely taken a couple losses, and then they are going to return fire. Battle getting all spicy in the center. Oh, we had some cavalry trying to go for the skirmishers. And lancers chasing them off. These skirmishers gonna fire now. Ooh, some friendly fire. Maybe actually gonna scare out those chasseurs cheval. So the UK are taking up this flank, and they look like they're actually being very aggressive, pushing up on this hill. But oh, do we have cavalry gonna go in once more for the skirms? Oh, they broke. Artillery. I hear artillery. I'm not sure where it is. But you can see the UK are going to try to defend against the French. At the same time, they're also going to try pushing up here maybe and getting a flank, maybe pressuring this French army as quickly as possible. As the French, you can see, oh, look at that. You can see the HRE just massing up to attack as the engagement starts along this side. There's the artillery. So artillery up here, 1 6-pounder. And Russia holding the strong line here. They're going to take some losses. We do have cavalry engaging here. Lancers taking on some heavies from France here. Potentially some dragoons now going to charge in. I don't know who's going to win this, but Russia is advancing here. They are almost there. Heavies now going to charge in. Oh, why do they charge their cav in the back? The Cuirassiers of Prussia now charging in against the dragoons. These skirmishers going to run out of there, but oh, they're holding this line. France not actually getting a very good cav charge. I would not have chosen this as the the best ideal cav charge. I mean, you have some Kazakhis charging in, trying to get a flank, and also the UK pushing up here. France is now gonna have to worry about an entire flank here, and Prussia pushing in the center. This battle is getting joined very quickly here. Cav counter charging here. These dragoons are probably gonna break against the heavies of Prussia and the Cossack of Russia. Ooh, a general is even in trouble here, so he needs to get himself out of there. More looks like maybe some hussars charging in, or some chasseurs cheval maybe going against the Cuirassiers. France has some more cav they can maybe throw in, but this is looking a little bad for them. Definitely hitting some. There's a square that looks like it got formed. France is gonna have to really clutch this out here in the center, because they're about to get hit by a ton. France is gonna be pushing this flank here. The UK probably gonna have to put up a defensive line here. They can keep pressuring, but they gotta put up a defensive line to stop this flank from France. More cav flashing against some of the general staff here. And now some chasseurs cheval gonna countercharge those lancers, maybe cause them to break, as Prussia now joins the fight here. Things are getting a little messy. Russia's still holding strong here, and we have Austria setting up here. They're gonna be attacking this right flank. They've even spanned all the way over here. Potentially gonna be going for this LOC if they need to. France actually is looking pretty shaky in the center. I would have fallen back already as France. I would have given up this hill and just fallen back to my allies, because you seem like it's concerned of getting isolated. All it takes is one good cav charge from the coalition with some line infantry, and you're dead. Now you can see that Russia or Prussia is going to take up this area, as the UK are now going to shift over. They got to hold this whole side. The Coldstream Guards taking up a defensive line here. They are going to try to hold back the tide of French, which definitely they are outnumbered, but they don't seem to care. They're going to hold strong as they can. They got some Portuguese line infantry as well pushing up here. They're going to do what they can. They have some reserves now pushing back. The Prussians are going to be pushing up here. They have a massive reserve line. Their forward attack line of line infantry pushing up here. France looks like they have reformed and now are going to engage. We may actually have cav charge. I see some Cuirassiers pushing up here. I'm going to keep an eye on that, because I would be surprised if they do a cav charge here. They know that not all these units can form square. France is shifting over reserves. We do have some dragoons charging forward. At the same time, France is sending some Landwehr Ulanen. Oh, what a beautiful charge by the dragoons. That could break a lot of Prussians there. There's a cav charge helping out there. And the dragoons got broken. That was too many troops maybe for them to really deal with. Here comes France with that unit. I mean, they need to get in here and throw themselves at the Prussian flank. A bayonet charge as well going in, trying to break the Prussians here. Stop them from making a real takeaway. Oof. Oh, a volley on the flank just breaks them. Just like that. Russia's getting very close to their musketeers. France, this line's looking a little thin here. And there begins this bayonet charge here, as Russia is going to charge in against the French. Russia charging in. They have some cavalry guard pushing up as well. This battle, this is going to tip fast in the scales of the coalition. They have the Austrian line forming up here against 4 French line infantry as well as an artillery. You can see France is actually breaking here. They need a full-on retreat. abandon the artillery, send some cavalry into cover retreat, and run. I mean, they are trying to stand their ground, and there's cavalry coordinating with infantry. This is going to be turning into a mess. Now, they do have cav charging in to save it, which is very good. That's a very good cav charge. Pull this line back. Pull both your lines back. This line and this line need to pull back to here. I would reform them, not try to stand my ground too much. You see France, ooh, they are doing a really good job here of trying to put pressure on the UK. The UK holding the left flank of Prussia, so Prussia can start chewing away at this French line. Here we go, though. We got cav charge, dragoons charging the artillery piece. A square was formed, but that artillery is dead. And now the Russians are right cutting basically a line straight through the French, and they are not able to fall back. I mean, there's guard, Russian guard charging directly in. Actually, France is doing a counter charge here. Kill them all. Look at that. You have the Prussian volleys in the background, then the bayonet charges. Constant chaos, guys. Constant chaos in this fight. France is going to start falling back here. I mean, Prussia isn't even close enough, but they are firing some volleys. France is trying to form up here. Look at all these troops that are just forming up here. A lot of troops mobilizing on the flank. Look at all these troops, artillery marching down this road, trying to get on the flank of the UK. UK actually have a bit of a problem here. There's a lot of French concentrating on them, so they're actually falling back. They don't need to hold this. They need to keep Prussia safe. Because Russia, oh, what a beautiful charge by the Cavalry Guard.
Our men are running.
Now, the musketeers are broken, but France is breaking pretty fast here. Austria is advancing still, with France just getting hit pretty hard here. They really got to fall back. They should abandon this entire hill. I would pull this entire line to here, quite honestly. I mean, I guess fighting right here is not a bad idea, but use the road and try to get bayonet charge, maybe. Maybe France is hoping they can outshoot the UK because they're not not a lot of troops, but I mean, this is a beefy UK line infantry. They got a lot, and Prussia is here out shooting. They are just shooting away here. Oh, Russia's going in with a bayonet charge once more. France just needs to, they can't catch a break here, and Austria is advancing as well. This is gonna get a little messy, but look at this. Beautiful. We have more cavalry, dragoons. Of course, they're gonna form a square. Russia pushing up here. I hear some cav in the back. Oh, some Renzers, some basically hussars are gonna charge these exhausted dragoons, probably break them. I have more cavalry charging in here. Some more Landwehr going against the Immortals, it looks like. As France is actually, wow, UK are getting very close and actually out shooting the French. On this side, France is advancing. They have the strength in numbers, but it doesn't seem like it's a very quick advance, and they are actually leaving the ground littered with their dead. Slowly but surely making progress, but I don't know if it's fast enough. Oh, these skirmishers are just gonna die. So France has managed to fall back, but you can see the coalition is not really giving them a chance.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Well, the general has been slain. This French army is almost toast. They are falling back, but here comes that cav in the back lines. Austria really doing a good job. They have more of their cavalry. Oh, what a charge. And wait for that sandwich here. I would charge these guys in. They're going to shoot their own cav. But France is collapsing quite quickly here. And France making their advance. They're doing pretty well for now. Quite the large line of infantry. As the UK keep falling back here. France holding here, but this whole flank is going to start collapsing eventually. I mean, their whole left flank is basically gone. I mean, there's a couple French units left here, but Austria has barely taken a hit. Look at how fresh this army is. And we have more and more units bayonet charging in here. Those poor guys. And now Prussia, with their solid formation, can start wheeling around on the French flank. Now France, as you can see, has actually, hold on. Hold that thought, because some dragoons charged in against some French line infantry trying to save their artillery position. As the Prussian artillery is now going to run away. We have cavalry charging in here. They have some French infantry they're trying to fight as well, though. This is going to be a mess. As France starts advancing on that flank, the coalition's going to have to turn and face this. We have some French dragoons as well. Looks like maybe some of the heavy Italian dragoons. France is just getting chewed up, though. The UK are getting a chance to actually just fire volley upon volley. Oh, these are some, like, of the Imperial Guard units. They need to start shooting if they want to, you know, repay their gold. This is a mosh pit of just death. We have Cuirassiers starting to chop up the Bavarian French line. Russia now is going to turn and face. He has sent some reserves over here. The UK actually are winning on this side, so this battle is looking like it's going to definitely be a decisive win for the coalition. I think we've had a lot of Imperial wins, so, you know, maybe it's about time that the coalition had a decisive win after a while. We do have some cavalry charging in, some hussars. Oh, they hit a square, though. Still gonna do some damage, though. France is advancing once more. Oh, they sent in some line infantry, and they're gonna hit the UK. Oof, that's a little rough. That is a little rough. This is just utter chaos over here, guys. I mean, oh, we have some cavalry, some hussars charging this small little... They're charging him again, but they formed square. Man, they're holding. There's like barely anyone left in this regiment. How are they still holding? Oh, we have some cavalry charging in now. Oh, this is utter chaos, guys. Utter chaos. But here we go. The Scots Foot Guards. The Kitties. Trying to hold the thin line against some dragoons here. Can they? What can they do against such reckless hate? Sorry, I've been reading Lord of the Rings. We have some more cavalry charging in, trying to get a flank. Oh, the cavalry, though. The cavalry here to save the day here. A massive charge by some dragoons. They're going to get charged to the flank by some enemy French dragoons. And that's going to make this a little complicated. These Portuguese trying to hold that thin line. This is just a mass of... It's pretty organized, actually, but it's definitely a mess. These Cavalry Guard now trying to get themselves out of there. They're trying to cover the UK retreat. Wow. Some brave French line infantry charging some Cuirassiers. What a brave little French regiment that's left, and they have broken. Over here, Prussia standing up to the French here. They can probably do pretty well. The artillery, though, for France, it's like they are firing. I don't know where their artillery is, but they are probably firing. Here we got some artillery in the front lines. Really going to start damaging the coalition. Wow, these French armies actually are giving the coalition a what for. Prussia or Austria is going to send their reserves over because the UK have finally, after all that time, broken.
Our men are running, sir.
Made quite a stand, though. This cavalry guard's probably, or this Crosshaires are probably exhausted. This is what happens. They're going to get volleyed in the face. I hope. Musket bug, maybe a problem. Yeah, see, they're going to get shot. They're going to probably break. It's a very cinematic battle, to be sure. Look at it. You see the flashes. We have some countercharging now by some of the French cavalry going for the newly formed coalition line here. The Russians trying to hold. We have some heavy Prussian cav trying to hold the line as well. Yeah, France has made quite the push here. If we zoom out here, guys, you can see, oh wow, what? Russia's breaking. Oh, there's artillery. That's why. There's artillery just firing directly point blank at them. These Prussian thick lines are actually going to start taking a beating here. You can see they're firing pretty consistently here. They are not going to probably win very well on that side. They need to swing this flank. The battle is starting to shift back in the favor of the French. Austria, if they can get there, they can help, though. France has put some artillery in really good positions to force back an attack, and now they are the ones attacking. We got some, looks like the old guard pushing up here. Oh, do we have some of the UK pushing up their troops to try to cushion the blow from Prussia?
Our men are running, sir.
Add some grenadiers charging it, or old guard, either or. Gonna charge. We got some cabs trying to go for the artillery. Russia is gonna try to take this. They did try to go for that artillery piece. Unfortunately, they did not win. Russia, though, is starting to really wear down the French here. But here is another aggressive push by the French here, sending in quite a lot of their infantry here. Looks like they're shooting into their own lines, potentially. Prussia maybe trying to shoot their own men in the back in hopes of killing some of the French. Oh, wow. UK pushing out some infantry, trying to get a flanking charge here. We have some cavalry. Can they make it? Oh no. Oh, they broke. What an unfortunate artillery shot. France went in for a bayonet charge, trying to drive back. Now, of course, there are some reserves here. You have some guard units, which they sent in the reserves, kind of do a bayonet charge to save the day here. France is actually starting to get beaten back, but they're sending everything in, guys. This is full-on sending it for France. Desperation has taken them, and they must beat the Prussians if they wish to win this. Look at this. There's cav going in on both sides. It's kind of hard to see what's happening here, but, you know, this is epic looking. Prussia is mass routed. Wow. France doesn't have much left, but they have, for the most part, broken the Prussian line, and they're advancing. Austria here, as you can see. Oh, they got charged here. Kazaki's getting charged. Austria is formed up here, but they have to send reserves because Prussia is kind of caving. They're resting their cavalry guard because it's exhausted. And the reserve line of Russia and the UK troops that have come back are now going to have to try to hold back the French attack. Prussia still holding here. They have some of their guard units holding back the French. Like I was saying, I spoke too soon, guys. I said, oh, this would be cool to see the coalition actually win one, and they're getting beaten back quite decisively by the French. We have French cav going for some skirmishers. We have artillery setting up a little close for comfort here. In fact, this artillery piece is going to probably die. Watch the destruction of the artillery. And Austria is actually going to start falling back, probably. I mean, they need to set up, they need their guns in a position or to provide protection. Their whole center is collapsing. Austria, thankfully, was very, very fresh. Had to take a lot of losses, so they are now going to be the ones up in front. The UK and thankfully some of the Russians are still here, so they're going to get, oh, beautiful volleys here. Still a raging fight over here. Prussia still trying to hold back the French. It looks like they finally repelled them, but at what cost? I mean, they are getting just pummeled on the flank here. And France still has a very strong line.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest awhile.
Oh, France is going in here. We got some UK infantry trying to get a good solid volley on the flank here. You can see the Austrian line holding. France is getting a little too aggressive maybe, and they are getting their units caught out, outflanked. We do have some cavalry charging the King's German Legion, but they are going to get hit by the Immortals. They're going to hit them with a square and force them to fall back. France is getting stonewalled here. They're getting held back. Oh, even the guard is getting charged and trying to hold off. Looks like some grenadiers from France fighting them. Austria is trying to hold this thin line. Can they hold it, guys? They gotta hold on here. Oh, there's so many. Oh, no.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, no. France. France is making such an aggressive push. Can Russia hold on for dear life? Oh, we have some guard pushing up here on the flank. Let's see if they can get a good charge or a volley. Russia is basically gone now, guys. I mean, yeah, Prussia's gone. It's Austria, a little UK, to little Russia left. And Austria's gonna have some good volleys. But if France can close in for melee, oh, the general should not throw himself in here. He needs to stand strong for his men. Oh man, look at the bayonet charge. Oh no. Austria cannot afford to get into melee unless the French are exhausted. I don't know what units they brought, but you can see they're probably not going to do hot against the melee. Now, maybe the French are exhausted enough that they can bring it back. We have some Prussians who are coming back. They're going to throw themselves back into this fight. The Cavalry Guard is resting. He's trying to probably rest them up so they can be effective in another combat. Russia is holding this line by themselves. These guard units deserve more medals than they probably already have, because they are holding back the French onslaught here with some of the brave UK troops. Some Portuguese light infantry as well. And this fight's becoming a little bit more scattered. Now, I think the coalition has forced back the French right here. The last onslaught over here, it looks like France has finally been repelled on this right flank. And it may have just been in the nick of time that they were repelled, because the coalition came very close to breaking there. What a fight. What a fight that was. That was unpredictable. And I usually would say, not toot my own horn, but I usually can say that I'm pretty good at predicting a fight. Predicting who's going to win, who's going to lose. I totally did not read that situation correct whatsoever. And this fight is, well, probably not going to run down on the timer. We do have 24 minutes remaining. Artillery getting bayonet charged here. Oh, they even managed to kill the officer. Rip. I gotta do Life of a Soldier. Let's see, what's this unit? I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna do Life of a Soldier and follow the officer. Well, no, that's a spoiler, isn't that? I'm not gonna follow them. Maybe. No. I should do the Life of a Soldier, though. I feel like that'd be good. Maybe one of these UK troops, or maybe one of the Russian line infantries. That held so long. Howitzers blowing up in the French face. We do have some of the Cavalry Guard finally doing some action here. They were tired, not exhausted anymore, and you can see they are breaking. Oh, they're so close. They're wavering. They're going to now charge some.
Our men are running, sir.
I think they broke, didn't they? That's unfortunate. But they did some damage. And we do have some Kazakis now. We're going to charge in. France breaking here. Oh, man. These guys have held bravely. All right, France is falling back in total retreat here. This battle has basically been won by the coalition, but at the price of, man, they lost quite a lot, guys. This was not an easy win. There's scattered troops. There's an artillery piece that the... Oh, no. Charge them. Silence those guns. We have Kazakis fighting with the general. Is this the general?
Our men are running, sir.
Wow, the general survived. Where's the general? Is this him? I know he looks a little different than the rest. Alright, that's it, guys. I think for the battle, I mean, they basically won. Let me know what army you want me to do Life of a Soldier with, if you want to see that. And I will do it. Obviously, one of these... Oh, France is still holding on bravely here. I was thinking maybe of doing it with one of the Russian light infantry, maybe the light infantry, the guard light infantry, because they did quite a bit here. Or even that. Maybe I'll do the combat gen. Yeah, that could be cool. Combat gen for Russia. I feel like that would be a really good one to follow in screenshot mode. Oh, that'd be awesome. Maybe I'll do that. But anyway, there's one or two French units. I'm gonna fast forward here because it's just a desperate hold here. France made such a comeback. I mean, I couldn't be disappointed as France. That was really well fought. I think that's it. I think all the soldiers for France are gone. And the battle has ceased. Now on to basically, man, can you imagine the amount of dead and wounded you would have to, you know, walk over this battlefield and, you know, help the enemy and friendly troops. Yeah, this was sent in by Lisheng, so thank you for that, Lisheng. Played very well. I mean, he had a smaller army, but very elite troops, and as you can see, it paid off quite well for him. You had Bernadotte as the Prussians doing his part. SM Player as the Austrian, throwing himself in at the very end to kind of save the day. Humpty Dumpty tanking like crazy to defend that flank. And then the French did very well. I mean, they gave him what for. Like the French got some good kills, as you can see. I mean, it wasn't a washout. Of course, Robbie, I think 9 France. It wasn't Italy. It was France Rhine, I think, and I think he was the one who got hit up here on this hill and defeated pretty fast. He didn't kill a lot. He got hit by 3 factions, so you know that is what it is. But yeah, that was a good battle. I enjoyed that battle. I hope you did as well. I always try to find the good replays for you guys, but you know, can't always watch them beforehand. So that's about it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm making a video in about a week I keep mentioning I'm going to explain what's going on with my new schedule, but I'm going to do it. I'm sorry for repeating myself so many times. I'll let you guys know what frequency videos will be coming out here as my schedule has finally changed. I know before I was like, it's going to change. Now it's finally here. So I'll keep you guys in the loop. Thank you all so much for supporting my channel over the last 1.5 years now. Man. Almost 2 years, guys. Almost 2 years of having this channel, I think. Or maybe it's only a year. No, yeah, almost 2 years. Thank you for the support over that time. Gonna keep doing this, guys, and you guys just keep being awesome. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will catch you all in another video.